These 14 innocent animals were just one step away from death, but humanity gave them a second chance. Rescue number 14 will break your heart. Please watch till the end. An injured rhino was writhing in pain in a dense forest. His huge body was soaked in blood, and one of his legs was injured. Forest experts sent a team to rescue him. The rescue team helped him by taking him to a safe place. An injured leopard was screaming in pain in the deep forest. Millions of red-orange poisonous insects were stuck to his tail and legs. He fell down after hitting a tree. The rescue team came quickly, used safety masks and medical spray. The insects were gone in a few minutes. The leopard was treated by bathing with water, and he quickly ran into the forest. A big black bear was writhing in pain in the deep forest. Millions of red-orange poisonous insects were stuck all over its body. The bear was groaning in pain and was hitting the trees. The rescue team came quickly, wore safety suits and sprayed medicine. Slowly, the insects started falling. After some time, the bear was bathed with water, and then it ran away safely into the forest. A white tiger was floating in a fast-flowing river. His weak legs were tired, and he was on the verge of drowning. The rescue team quickly arrived with a boat and ropes. They pulled the tiger out to safety and treated him. After a while, the tiger opened its eyes, slowly got up, and walked gracefully towards the forest. A huge white elephant was found writhing in pain on the snowy slopes. Millions of red and orange beetles were crawling on his thick white skin. The conservation team offered medical treatment and plastic tigers to train the elephant, restoring him to health and returning him to the wild.
High in the snow-capped mountains, a huge white deer lay in pain. His large and beautiful horns were frozen in the cold of ice, but millions of orange and red beetle-like insects were crawling all over his body. He was helplessly wandering around on the snowy ground. The nearby wildlife rescue team was informed of this, and they immediately stepped in to help. 4 rescuers, equipped with thick orange jackets and special medical equipment, arrived at the scene in a large ambulance van. They devised a plan to bring the deer to safety. One rescuer calmed him down, another started removing the insects with special medicine, while the rest of the team treated his injuries. Gradually, the deer's pain subsided, and after a few days of treatment, he began to walk freely in his natural habitat again.
A dog accidentally walked into a beehive and was attacked by the entire swarm. The dog was running around in pain, but the bees surrounded him from all sides. A rescue team was called in who removed the bees using spray and smoke. The dog was immediately rushed to a vet clinic where he was given painkillers. A few days later, he was back to playing again after recovering completely. A deer was stuck in a barbed wire fence near the forest. Its legs and neck were entangled in the wires, due to which it was unable to move. The rescue team worked hard for hours and slowly removed the wires from its legs and body. As soon as it was free, it ran happily into the forest.
You won't believe how this bear defeated death.
A hungry bear was searching for honey in the forest. As soon as he pawed at a large beehive, thousands of bees attacked. They started stinging his eyes, mouth, and face, causing him to scream in pain. His skin swelled, and he became weak and collapsed. Then the wildlife rescue team arrived and took immediate action to save the bear. After a few weeks of care, the bear returned to the forest healthy again.
Can you imagine that a bird can die from its own beak rotting? This tragic story will leave you terrified.
A weak and sick eagle, whose beak was slowly rotting, was sitting alone in the cold forest. The eagle tried to eat food, but his broken beak prevented him from eating. A rescue team quickly came to help the eagle after seeing his condition. The rescue team carefully caught the eagle and inspected his condition. The doctor gave the eagle an injection and started treating his beak by applying medicine. The rescue team picked up the eagle safely and took him to the rescue center. The doctors operated on the eagle's beak and gave him a new artificial beak. After a few days of treatment, the eagle was now feeling healthy and could use his beak. Now fully recovered, the eagle was ready to spread his wings and be free. Subscribe, please.
A hungry dog was sitting in a garbage heap. He had big wounds near his nose and eyes in which hundreds of insects were crawling. He was unable to cry due to the pain. An animal lover saw him and immediately called the animal rescue team. The doctors cleaned his wounds and slowly he started recovering. A few months later, he was living a happy life with a new family.
A lion was lying wounded in the deep jungle. One of his legs was badly injured, and he was screaming in pain. A forest conservation team got the news and they rushed to help. The team saw that the lion's wounds were infested with maggots, which was worsening his condition. A specialist doctor administered anesthesia so that the lion could be treated without pain. They gently cleaned his wounds, removed the maggots, and applied medicine. Then, he was put in a safe cage and taken to the veterinary center. After several weeks of treatment and care, the lion recovered completely. One day, the team released him back into the jungle. Now he was as strong and free as before. The true king of the jungle. A weak white lion was found groaning in pain in the jungle. He had deep wounds on his back, which were infested with hundreds of maggots. He was unable to walk because of the pain. The wildlife rescue team sedated him with a tranquilizer and slowly cleaned his wounds. After many hours of hard work, the lion was rescued. A few weeks later, he was fully recovered and started running in the jungle.
A white lion lay weak in the cold. His body was covered with snow. His wounds were infested with maggots. The wildlife rescue team received information that an injured lion was being eaten by maggots. They left immediately. The rescue team reached the snowy forest and saw the lion writhing in pain. A doctor gave him an injection to make him unconscious and started cleaning his wounds. The team put the lion on a stretcher and started taking him to a safe center. At the hospital, the doctors cleaned the lion's wounds and gave him medicines to nourish him. A few days later, the lion was completely healthy and running in the forest.